Good morning, students. Welcome to the e-learning session of science. Today, we are going to start a new chapter number 11, soil erosion and conservation. And before we start, let's start the science vocabulary. First is weathering. Weathering means wearing away of rocks or breaking down of rocks means rocks का टूटना फूटना. Fertile means उपजाऊ, that is good to grow plants. If the land or soil is fertile, that place is good to grow crops. Barren, you must have heard barren means banjar bhumi. If the land is barren, that cannot grow plants well, a place where plants cannot be grown easily. Next, course of river, the direction in which a river flows. वो डायरेक्शन जिसमें रिवर फ्लो करती है, दैट इज कॉल्ड कोर्स ऑफ रिवर. नेक्स्ट, एम्बैंकमेंट, a strong wall built along a river to prevent floods. Mostly, a strong wall is built along the river to prevent the floods. So, our first topic is soil. What is soil? Soil means mitti. The soil forms the uppermost layer of the earth's crust. Soil is the uppermost layer on the earth's crust. As you have already done in class 4, layers of earth. It has 3 layers, that is crust, mantle and core. So soil is the uppermost layer on the earth's crust. Earth के crust के ऊपर soil is the uppermost layer. It consists of fine rock particles and the remains of dead plants and animals. It also contains air and water in it. So soil contains what things? Rock particles, remains of dead plants and animals, and air and water. Soil is very important for all living things. It is a very important resource for all the living things. In fact, life on land is nurtured by soil. Life on land is possible because of soil. It supports the growth of plants. As you all know that soil is needed for the plants to grow. And if there is no soil or the land is concrete, then no plants can be grown on it. Which means that no fruits, no vegetables or no food for the human beings as well as for the animals. So soil is an important resource for life on earth. So soil is an important resource as it provides a foundation for life on earth. We all are dependent on plants for our basic needs like food, medicine, clothing and shelter. So we all depend on plants for the food we eat. Some medicines, they are made from plants, and the clothes we wear, and shelter, that is home. So we depend on plants for all these things. Many microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, worms and insects live in soil. So soil provides home to many animals like earthworms and rabbits. They live under the soil, and many microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, they also live in soil and they enrich the soil by breaking down the organic matter. Next topic is formation of soil. Let's see how soil was formed. Long ago, huge rocks were found on the earth, and due to heat of the sun, the rocks got heated and the rain cooled them. This repeated heating and cooling of rocks created cracks on the surface of rocks. These cracks got bigger by the action of wind and flowing water. This continued for thousands of years, causing the rocks to break into smaller pieces, and the rocks gradually change into pebbles, sand, and clay. So, due to sun's heat, rain, and wind, and some natural disasters like earthquakes or floods, slowly break down the rocks into smaller pieces. Over a period of time, these pieces of rocks become smaller and formed soil, which is the topmost layer of the earth. Thus, soil is formed by breaking down of rocks due to the action of sun, rain, and wind. And this is called weathering of rocks. Weathering means breaking down of rocks. Also, living things like plants and animals, when die, their remains get mixed with the soil. This is how soil was formed. Next is composition of soil. It is also called as soil profile. There are three layers of soil. The soil profile contains topsoil, humus, subsoil and parent rock. The top layer, which is visible to us, contains humus. Humus means mixture of rotten leaves and dead remains of plants and animals. It is dark brown or black in color, which provides nutrients to the soil and holds air and water in it. The next layer, which lies below the topsoil, is subsoil, which contains less humus and some rocks. Now, the last layer is bedrock. Bedrock is the lowest layer of the soil. It is the lowest layer. It is non-porous and contains unweathered rock. It is non-porous means it doesn't contain any pores, any more pores. And it contains unweathered rocks which cannot be broken down. Next is soil erosion. The loss of topsoil by fast blowing wind or flowing water is called soil erosion. Soil erosion means the removal of top layer of soil by wind or water is called soil erosion. Or when soil is carried away by wind or water, जब soil हवा से या पानी से हट जाती है, that is called soil erosion. Factor causing soil erosion. What are the main factors that cause soil erosion? The main factors that cause soil erosion are wind, water and some human activities. First we will do soil erosion by wind. Strong winds carry away the topsoil very easily. जब बहुत तेज हवा चलती है, it carries away the topsoil. Erosion due to wind is the greatest in dry areas or where the land is not covered by plants or has less vegetation. As you know, roots of the plant bind the soil. किसी भी plant की जो roots होती है वो मिट्टी को बांध लेती है. And if there is no plant or no vegetation, कोई भी plants नहीं होंगे, means that there is loose soil. वहाँ की मिट्टी बहुत loose होगी, which can be easily carried away by the wind. So this is called soil erosion by wind. Next, erosion by water. Heavy rain or running water washes away the topsoil causing soil erosion. When there is very heavy rain, then it washes away the topsoil or the loose soil, which causes soil erosion, and this is called soil erosion by water. Heavy soil erosion occurs in hilly areas. It mostly occurs in the hilly areas because there are slopes over there. वहाँ पहाड़ होते हैं and water flows very easily. Because river water flows faster on the slopes and takes the fertile soil away. On reaching the plains, the river slows down and this soil settles down at the bottom of the river. When it reaches the plains, the river slows down and all the soil gets settles at the bottom of the river. This is called silting. Next is an activity that shows plants prevent soil erosion. In this, they have taken two trays in which in one tray they have grown grass and in second tray no plant is being fixed. It means it contains loose soil. So when water is poured equally in both trays from the above, no water or soil gets carried away by water in the first tray. While in second tray, as you can see, all the water and soil gets carried away. So this activity shows that plants prevent soil erosion. So students, hope you might have understood the chapter now. Now try to read the chapter 2 to 3 times for a better understanding and try to solve the bookwork of this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.